For almost 30 years, Voller Law Firm has been winning serious injury and death cases for clients. They have collected millions of dollars on behalf of their clients and belong to the prestigious $1 Million Advocates Forum. When insurance or a wrongdoer won't pay for what they took from you, go with an award-winning firm with a track record of results. At Voller Law Firm, results matter. Make sure you go with lawyers that have the experience, ability, and financial power to hold those that hurt you accountable. Put your trust in Voller Law Firm. Give them a call at 662-323-0083.
You're listening to Thunder and Lightning on SuperTalk Mississippi, covering Mississippi State sports like nobody else. With Sports Talk Mississippi's Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk of On3 Sports. Now get ready for Thunder and Lightning.
This is Thunder and Lightning here on SuperTalk Mississippi. Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk here with you on a Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us here at supertalk.fm or wherever it is that you get podcasts from. We appreciate you guys out there, our great listeners, especially our servicemen and women out there taking care of us. I want to thank our sponsors over at Strange Brew Coffee House and Churn and Spoon Ice Cream. Start your day the right way with a trip to the drive-thru over at Strange Brew Coffee House here in Starkville or at Brupolo over in Tupelo. Be a little weird, Robbie, if Brupolo was in Winnesoga.
That would be a little weird. Wouldn't be weird if that was in like Wisconsin or
Minnesota. Does sound very Wisconsin.
Like that sounds like something our buddy Sam Sklar would be like, yeah, I grew up in Winnesoga.
Yeah, it's just right outside of Madison. You take the first right outside of Madison off of I-17, and it's just right there.
Yeah,
exit 232. They got a great cheese shop there.
Definitely a Midwest name, but
wow. There you go.
Also likely
it's
Indian names.
Very close to it's as far north as you can get in Mississippi, basically. So, there's a tie there.
Northwest, northeast.
Northeast. It's an Alcorn County.
Okay.
So, wherever you are in our great state, you can enjoy Strange Brew Coffee each and every morning. It's just a click away at strangebrewcoffeehouse.com. College Corner, collegecornerstore.com is the place to find the maroon and white merchandise that you are looking for. We know you're looking for it. Baseball season is almost upon us. Get the M over S.
Get the enema.
Well, that's football season. That's what that was. I feel like quoting Bret Hart there. We're going to give the United States of America an enema. You put the holes right at Davis White Stadium. Put the M over S on at College Corner. 2 locations in the Jackson area. Originally by Fleet Feet, Florida by the Half Sheller. You can shop online at collegecornerstore.com. The Mississippi Beef Council wants to remind you that beef, it is what's for dinner. If you're cooking out this weekend, and it's time to start cooking out. All right? Football's over. Yeah, well, for some. Football is over. Football's over. And, you got to get out. You got these weekends.
Cancel football season.
I've been saying it for months. Years, even. So this weekend, Mississippi State out of town for basketball. You got the whole weekend to yourself. Enjoy it with some beef on the grill. And if you don't want to go cook out, hey, go hit up one of our awesome steakhouses from South Haven to Biloxi, from Vicksburg to Meridian. They're all over the state, and you can enjoy a great steak this weekend. Beef, it's what's for dinner, thanks to our friends at the Mississippi Beef Council. We're switching some things up here. If you're a landowner here in the state of Mississippi, Good Hope Land and Timber. Those are the folks you need to be in touch with. Whatever you're trying to do with your land, their expert team will help you make smart, sustainable, and profitable decisions for your land. And hey, if you're in the market right now to buy or sell land, that's where Good Hope Land and Timber can help you out as well. Whatever you're trying to do with land, Good Hope Land and Timber has an answer for you. Get in touch with them today. Locally trusted, landowner approved, Good Hope Land and Timber. It's Rumblings Day. We got a lot of questions. So you guys, last week we didn't have a lot of questions, and I get it. It was the holidays. People getting out of town. We weren't the first thing on your mind. That's fine. Today you have struck back. And speaking of striking, when disaster strikes, you need a name you can trust. Paul Davis Restoration is here. By the way, the post-game show, never been a more apropos when disaster strikes.
Yeah.
When I said it, I was like, I think disaster has actually struck.
Can Paul Davis get Mississippi State's offensive line reconstructed?
Can they? Well, at the moment, when I started the show, I was like, can they reconnect an ACL?
Yeah.
Can they heal a fibula? Anyway. When disaster strikes, you need a name you can trust. Paul Davis Restoration is here to help you recover from water, fire, mold, and storm damage 24/7. Their expert team provides fast, professional service to restore your home or business to its original condition. But they don't stop at restoration. They offer property improvement services to make your space better than ever. Paul Davis Restoration, because your recovery and property improvement are their priorities. Call them today at 662-769-7285. Let them bring your property back to life. If you're in Starkville, if you're in the Golden Triangle, if you're in the Tupelo area, call Paul Davis Restoration. All right, let's jump in here to the Rumblings. Ryan Reynolds, the actor. Would you rather be able to understand every language in the world but not be able to communicate back, or be able to understand and communicate with animals? So here's what I want a clarification. You're going to have to provide it. I got to be able to communicate with somebody, right? So like I can speak English and I understand everybody else, but if I speak Chinese back to a Chinese person, they don't understand me. Is that what he's trying to say?
Well, I don't know if that's what he's trying to say, but that would be my thing.
That's where you're going. Okay.
I don't, talking to animals, like they're very simple creatures.
Right.
They want to eat, they want to reproduce, and they
want to sleep.
Yeah, that's
basically
pretty much
it. They want to stay alive.
It's not like we're not. How you doing today? My dog's name's Ruby. Like, how you doing today, Ruby?
Yeah,
I'm fine. Can we go walking now? Like,
yeah,
that's pretty much.
I would love to talk to my cat Baloo once, just one time.
Like, what is going on in that brain?
Yeah, and I know what it is. Like, Dad, I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I want to eat.
I mean, that's it for the animal.
So I would go with. I guess I want to be able to understand every language in the world, but it'd be weird not being able to speak it back. I would just basically be like in the Chinese restaurant, hearing them making fun of me and just giving them the evil eye. Like, I heard what you said.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So,
keep us right. 2 questions: better current champion, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, or MJF? I feel like we're going to disagree.
You're going to say MJF.
MJF is a fantastic champion.
Well, so is CM Punk.
Punk is good. Cody Rhodes is boring. He's boring to me.
I'm just kind of over Cody Rhodes.
I knew that was going to happen.
I mean, it's just too much.
Yeah,
and it's just, he's kind of assumed the John Cena role,
and that's the thing.
Which I was always over John Cena until this.
You can't have a face be the champion for an extended period of time.
Yeah,
like the face always works better when they're going after the title. You need the big bad that they go after. That's what MJF is. What are your favorite recipes you like to cook? All right, I'll give you some. I like to do, I did a pork butt last weekend, but I do them for tacos. I feel like that is the best application for pulled pork. I think a pulled pork taco is better than a pulled pork sandwich. That's just my opinion. So
I don't, the thing with I don't like barbecue sandwiches all that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat them, but I feel like there's bread than meat.
Yeah.
Like I'm having to get through a lot of bread to get to that meat.
Taco, make it easy.
Barbecue taco is fantastic.
I have a Cajun chicken sausage mac and cheese that I like to make. It's really good.
I think I've had that before or something
similar.
Or maybe
I made Galaya one time, but
this
is something I just started making recently. It's good. I have a seafood lasagna recipe.
Yummy.
Really good. Can't make it at home, but when my
your wife's got
but when my wife's not home, I can make like a small version of it for myself.
Yeah. What is that? The crawfish?
Crawfish and some shrimp, and if you want to spend a little money, you can put some crab meat in there.
That's going to be some money spent.
Yeah, I mean, you just get a little tub of it. It's like $30, but that's you got to spend the money. Do I have another one? You know what? I want to tweak it again, but that peanut butter jelly thing I made for the last cookout, I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
I gotta tweak the recipe a little bit.
With what?
Well, like Jennifer told me that in the recipe it said use 2 cups of butter to make the crust, and she told me afterwards, she was like, whenever it says 2 cups of butter, use 4 cups. Like it's always more butter than you think to make a crust work. So know that for next time. You got anything you want to throw in?
Very easy, but I love Mississippi pot roast.
Oh man,
that is very simple.
I may do that this weekend, to be honest.
Any crock pot meal is very easy, but it's still one of my favorites.
It's good.
And then I really love doing chicken, like chicken drumsticks, chicken wings. I love doing that. Recently, for the first time, I'd made kind of from scratch, I guess, like lemon pepper wings. Like made my own little lemon pepper rub, and that was really good. I should have kept the rub so we could dip it in and put it on top of the wings too whenever they got out.
Yeah.
So I love doing that.
That sounds great.
My wife is really good at Mexican food now. She's really good at it. She's good at pastas and stuff like that. She has not picked a recipe for spaghetti. We have had 10 different kinds of spaghetti. And they're all good, but it's a different one every single time. I'm like, Becky, you've got to
pick
get
one.
your own.
You don't want to change it every time. You want to know what you're coming home to.
Correct.
I get you.
So
I left out my actual lasagna recipe. That's probably my best one.
I'm trying to think. I guess I've had your lasagna.
Yeah, we had it when we watched The Sopranos.
Watched The Sopranos. Watched the Vito episode.
That was still disappointing.
What's that called?
The episode?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't remember. They always have the good titles for those.
Where Vito, this is the one where he's in the car.
I thot you were about to type out exactly what you're saying.
Where
Vito is getting
live free or die which like sure. Let me ask you something. Before he came out of the porta potty, when Vito was,
we basically
when the security guard was.
This episode for Brian and I, and Brian watched this probably 15 years ago.
When it happened, I have watched it live.
But, this episode is one of the most shocking things in Sopranos.
And Steph wasn't that surprised by it.
Well, I think he's kind of desensitized. Like at this point,
somebody made a point that like in 2006 or 2007,
that was shocking.
A gay character, especially of a mafia guy.
Not too much here. Some people haven't seen this.
Well, I mean, look, guys, it's been 20 years at this point.
It is. Like at this point, like
if you don't know that Vito's gay, I can't help you. But like
it was
in the moment of
meds.
I could probably get a note from my doctor. Anyway. Yeah, like I remember I yelled out loud. I was like, ah!
I think I did too, actually.
I couldn't believe it.
You and I were both turned at the time.
I was filming him, like waiting for him to just absolutely lose it, and he was just like, ah!
He was like, oh.
There was nothing to it. So, all right,
what are we doing? Wait, no, what was Scott Van Pelt the other day?
Yeah,
you guys were kissing. Like, what got here?
Poor SVP. They just threw that on him. Oh goodness,
that was such an honest reaction. Then he called himself like, "Oh wait, it's 2026."
Yeah, I can't say that. Yeah, Brick Thomas, who we just met a friend of Brick Thomas's,
his roommate.
Yeah,
we met his roommate and his roommate was like, "Are you guys?
Yes,
you're on Thunder Lightning." Because I guess he recognized our voices. He was like, "My roommate listens to you guys every day.
Yeah.
Like blares the podcast. I hear it every day.
You don't have to blare it, you know."
I told him I was like, I mean, if you're not a regular listener, that's fine because we got you by contact.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
He got a contact.
I'd like the click, but he got a contact tie. I'm on a real Thunder and Lightning buzz right now. Brick Thomas just moved in my new apartment in Starkville and have watched Ole Miss win the Sugar Bowl, State lose almost everything in football, and State basketball win. Should I be worried about these stats so far? If Ole Miss wins on Thursday, you guys need to get out of there.
Well, he said he witnessed State winning in basketball.
That's great, but we can't have these other things.
I don't think this is a direct correlation with him moving. I think this is just where things were already headed.
Yeah. By the way, just real quick, I got to throw a quick plug in here. This Thursday, prior to the Fiesta Bowl, Sports Talk Mississippi will be live from 1 to 4:30, as the Ole Miss pregame show will take precedent prior to that. 1 to 4:30, Michael Borky and Brian Hadad will discuss Ole Miss in the Fiesta Bowl.
And I'm guessing there will be no talk of Mississippi State.
Blood?
Or at least you don't have to go to Oxford, I guess, and do a remote.
Oh my God, don't give anybody any ideas, Robbie. They could sell that real quick. Don't give anybody any ideas for a watch party or something.
You're going to be live from Boo Ray doing a Sports Talk Mississippi live show.
So I'll just let everybody know, like there's some talk around Super Talk about if they win this game, possibly going to Miami. And I just don't know what I want to do. Do I want to either just go downstairs for the show and then go back to my room right after? Or do I want to be, like, while they're at the game, I'm going to go to Prime Run 112 and run up a $2,000 tab. Be like,
I figured two
Wagyu steaks.
Steve was going to be jump off a bridge.
That I could just go jump in.
That might just be default
into the ocean.
That might be your final meal is eating at a.
I go eat at Prime 112 or Joe Stone Crab or something and just.
Hey, I can talk to my guy Gabe Lazo. He's coming. He'll be here on Thursday. He's at Tennessee now. He's a real deal Cuban from Miami.
Maybe that's what I could do. I could just go to Cuba.
You can go to Little Cuba.
No, I just get in the boat and be like,
take me to Cuba. Later.
I'm out. Yeah. I don't know yet. We'll see. All right. Davis Holiday asks, recently, y'all ranked actors that play villains, but what are your top villain characters Also, what are your top portrayals of the Joker? All right, top villains. Darth Vader, the Joker.
Which, that is just in general.
The Joker as a character, yeah.
Okay.
Not. We'll do the portrayals later, but like the Joker as a villain character is top notch.
Yeah.
Thanos needs to be in there. I love Hans Gruber in Die Hard. I think he's fantastic. Like I never. So, are you a Harry Potter guy? Were you a big Harry Potter? Okay. Like Harry Potter, like Voldemort couldn't take over a school,
and you're like
it's a little weak.
You're battling this like nerdy kid.
Yeah, like how could you not just kill them?
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
Like the way they made him out to be this like godlike figure.
Yeah,
you would think that he would be able to just like push his finger down and destroy the entire Hogwarts facility.
Right.
But instead, like all these kids, these nerdy kids, are fighting him off without any.
Yeah, it just I never. So I don't buy that one.
But great character.
Great character. Yeah. Trying to think of another great movie villain. Sauron
in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Have you seen the new The Rings of Power?
I haven't watched it. I need to watch it.
Good. Yeah, it's really good.
Gus Fring
is really he's like that's such an interesting character.
Yeah. If you watch Better Call Saul, he's among the bad guys, he's one of the good guys.
Yeah, he is.
But then by the end, he's not. And in some ways, Heisenberg is the same way too. Tony Soprano's a villain.
Heisenberg is an anti-hero.
So is, I guess Tony Soprano is too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. Ric Flair
is
great villain.
Yeah.
All right. Top portrayals of the Joker. Ledger 1, Nicholson 2, Cesar Romero 3. I did not really enjoy Joker as much as I thought I would. Joaquin Phoenix. I didn't enjoy.
Didn't see the second one, but the first one was solid.
See, the problem I had with it is this: the Joker, on top of everything else, is a criminal mastermind, and that guy was not.
They made him
well.
He was just a mentally ill guy.
Yeah,
like he just went.
But
crazy.
I could never see him like pulling off the stuff the Joker pulls off.
No. Yeah, to me, Heath Ledger.
That's the best one.
That's the best one, just because.
Yeah,
like Jack Nicholson was just like. I could see him playing that part in several different movies.
So,
and Heath Ledger became that character.
You only get one scene with him, but I liked where they were going in the Batman with the Joker, when he's in the cell next to the Riddler. And I've seen the deleted scene, which was really good as well. So
the worst is Jared Leto.
Didn't even want to rank it.
I didn't even watch that.
I'll tell you one of my huge problems with that.
But the guy from the old Batman with Adam West,
Cesar Romero,
he's really good. I mean, that's the original, pretty much.
The Joker that Jared Leto does, he has a ton of tattoos, right?
Yeah.
The Joker could never get a tattoo. He would never sit still long enough to have a tattoo. Never.
I loved the story on the one with the Jack Nicholson. I loved his story.
Yeah.
How he became the Joker.
Yeah. And that's like it's like a variation of the comic book version of it. So, and then you have the other way with Heath Ledger where he keeps telling people different stuff. And it's like, how I got this way is kind of not the point.
Ledger and Nicholson are almost 1A and 1B.
They're fantastic. All right. Brogan Fairchild. If Mississippi State Athletics was given an overall grade out of 100, what percentage out of 100 would each sport get? Hold on.
So you have 100% for the entire athletic department.
Yeah.
You have to give a percentage.
Okay.
For each one, I guess, like grading out.
Are we grade? Or is he talking about like for revenue?
This is a grade.
Okay.
This is a grade out of 100%. You have to grade who's the most successful, I guess.
Okay. Right now?
We can say the big three, and then we can go like Olympic sports.
Okay, so the big three would be 15 to football.
Ugh.
Basketball. I mean, let's do it over a 5-year span.
Well, I mean, like baseball, you can't really rank it high until
after O'Connor gets going.
You can't just give him.
Like I feel like there'd be like I feel like baseball gets a passing grade. I mean, they'd be like a 60.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on how far back you're going. I mean, if you include the national championship.
Yeah, that's.
You're saying, let's
5 seasons ago.
Let's do it under Jeff Lebby's leadership. So the last 2 years.
Okay.
So 2024 and 2025.
15 for football. Gosh, 30 for baseball. 70 for basketball.
Ooh.
That's not great. It's not great.
Well, I mean, you got to do the Olympic sports in there too. So you include tennis, softball. I mean,
Softball's been good.
That group might actually be better than anything.
Yeah, men's tennis would be like an A. They've won the SEC. They've been in the
Soccer won the SEC championship.
Soccer would get a low A, high B. Yeah,
I mean, if you lump all those in, that might be like a.
I think the Olympic sports are pretty good. Yeah.
Might be like a 70.
Yeah. Do you think the women's blowout loss to Oklahoma was an anomaly or a sign of things to come? I think it's a little of both.
I think is in the middle.
Yeah. Like they play a lot of good teams coming up, but Oklahoma's also. But they shouldn't probably lose that badly.
They shouldn't have lost that bad. They played awful. They shot 20% from the field. They made 1 3-pointer out of like 20. It was a disaster, and Oklahoma played well. So it shouldn't have been that bad, but it should have been probably like 15 to 18.
Have you seen this thing with On3 turning off replies?
What?
So On3, when they tweet out stories now, is turning off the replies because people can ask Grok, hey, what does this article say? And Grok can bypass the paywall.
It's not. They can, but it's not completely correct.
Yeah, but it's probably close enough.
It is annoying though, like that people are asking for that. I mean, it's just really annoying. Yeah. But yeah, people do that to me that's sometimes annoying too, and I block them immediately.
Yeah, as you should.
If you do that under my Twitter when I'm giving out,
what does this article say?
Yeah, if you do that under my Twitter after I've given out some premium information, then I will block you. I don't block a lot of people, but I will block you for that.
All right. Richard Harbison, would you rather state win 6 baseball national titles over the next year with football being average, or state win 1 football national title with baseball being average over the next 10 years? It's football.
It's got to be football. I mean, it's just because football pays the bills. 1 national championship
you can live off of
carry you for a long time.
Exactly. Bud Austin asks us, Happy New Year's, fellas. I'm an avid listener, and every time Brian talks about food or what he's cooking for his family, it sounds so amazing.
Oh.
Brian, ever thought about doing a cookbook? I could do a cookbook, but it'd just be a bunch of other people's recipes. I'm not a chef. I just follow recipes I see on the internet.
Bud, I encourage you to go get Robert St. John's cookbook.
That would be a good choice.
I got this cookbook. Robert gave it to me. I was very thankful for that. And
I need to hit him up, by the way. I'm gonna get us a king cake. I'll pay for it.
Oh yeah, I want the pecan praline.
Well, I'm gonna have to get 2 king cakes then.
Yes. So. Either you get it or I'm gonna order one for myself. They will send those.
That's what I want to see. He's supposed to start doing that today.
But the cookbook, first thing we did the day I got that is we took leftover turkey and turned it into a pasta dish that he had. Might have been tortellini.
Yeah,
I think he has in that cookbook. I've never seen this before. In the cookbook is a section for leftovers.
Leftovers, yeah.
You take your meat, whatever, and process it into some other meal.
Mm-hmm.
It's genius.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more people don't do it, but this cookbook's amazing. So go get Robert St. John's cookbook and thank me later because everything in there is amazing.
Get that cookbook, and then on YouTube, Malcolm Reed, Meat Church, Heath Riles. These are the recipes that I use all the time. I use there's an Italian guy, Sip and Feast is the name of his channel. That's a good one. Just check those things out. If you want to be a better cook, you just got to look on YouTube.
Yep.
Papa Crawdad asks us, congrats. You are now the AD for a new expansion college football team. You've been given this list of interested candidates to fill your head coaching position. Ranked by priority. Jeff Lebby, Manny Diaz, Dan Mullen, Joe Moorhead, Joe Judge, Pete Golding. Mullen is far and away number 1. Diaz 2.
Out of this group?
Yeah. Gosh, the next 4.
I mean, Golding is
he's off to a good start.
He's a really good recruiter. Yeah, and seems to be like a steady guy. I mean, we'll see how he does.
Would you put him third?
He's gonna be a really good recruiter, and his defense is gonna be really good.
You put him ahead of the next guy.
I'll probably put him ahead of Diaz.
You would put Golding ahead of Diaz?
Yeah, I don't think Diaz
just won the ACC.
What an accomplishment!
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but I don't better record as a head coach.
Long term. Well, Pete Golding hasn't been a coach. He's been a coach for 2 games.
Man, okay, I disagree with you there, but okay.
Well, I mean, right? I think he's a better recruiter than Diaz. I think he's a better defensive coordinator than Diaz.
Ooh,
I'm not impressed with Manny Diaz. I know he's doing okay.
He won 9 games at Duke. He won the ACC at Duke. I understand.
Look at their schedule. Look at who they play.
I get it, man, but gosh. I would go.
He won the conference and didn't make the playoff.
I know. I would go. My rankings would be Mullen, Diaz, Golding.
I think
Levy.
Golding's going to be better than everybody at Mississippi State hopes.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if they're going to keep putting money in.
I mean,
that's the key.
he's a really good recruiter.
Yeah,
and I think he's a good coach.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to manage a team.
Would you? So you would go Mullen?
I have more. Like I don't have a lot of faith in Manny Diaz just being.
So is he your third guy though?
Competing for championships. I think Golding can compete for championships if he has the right people in place around him.
So you go Mullen, Golding, Diaz.
So what do we have? Oh, this isn't a great list.
That's the point, I think. Like Mullen is the easy choice here. Then you're going to go Golding, Diaz. I would go Mullen, Diaz, Golding, Levy, Moorhead, Judge.
I could deal with that.
But you would switch Diaz and Golding.
Judge after Moorhead. So John Cohen almost hired Joe Moorhead and Joe Judge back to back.
Could have been bad. Wasn't great as it was, but that's what it is. Wade Jones asks us, when your wife gets cold or hot, does she adjust the temperature to the extreme? Then she gets hot or cold because of the extreme adjustments and then cuts it off completely. If so, I feel you. Why can't they just find a happy medium and leave it alone?
Mine just either turns on the fan, turns it off, gets a blanket.
I'm with you on that.
He doesn't really
thermostat stays where it is.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Austin Rogers, can you take the Beef Council's top 5 steakhouse list seriously since Doe's isn't on it? Well, it's voted on by people. So, yeah, I mean, this is the people in the state of Mississippi, Austin, who are saying this.
So, is there a list somewhere that we can see this?
I believe so. Check their Facebook page, I think, is where we'll find it.
All right. Huck's Place, which I've been there.
Yeah, I have been there.
The Enid Depot.
I've heard good things.
Who was the best last year. Marshall Steakhouse in Holly Springs, I've been there.
I've heard it's good.
It says, I'm looking at. Oh, that's just recent winners. Never mind.
Okay, that's the recent winner.
Oh, here we go. This is Beef Council's Facebook. Let's see. Cheryl's in Ocean Springs.
Okay.
Delta in Senatobia.
Okay.
Huck's in Columbus.
Okay.
Jason's Southern Table in Kosciuszko.
They won a couple years ago, didn't they?
Did. At Marshall Steakhouse.
So
I've been to 2 of these places.
Yeah.
I don't like you said. This is
it's voted on by the people.
Oh, and again, this is last year. So forget everything I just said again.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen this year's list. I guess it's not out yet, but if that's the list last year, again, the people vote on this. It's not like they just pick 5 restaurants at random. So
yeah.
So yes, I would take it seriously. All right, Matt McCann has our mascot challenge for the week. It's an FCS edition, Football Championship Series edition, championship. South Dakota.
It's always get South Dakota and South Dakota State mixed up. Is South Dakota the Jackrabbits?
No, South Dakota State is the Jackrabbits.
Okay, Coyotes.
That's correct.
All right.
Gardner Webb.
Bulldogs.
That's correct. Presbyterian.
That is the Blue Hose.
That's right.
I remember that from baseball.
That's right. Western Carolina.
Catamount.
That's right. Good job.
If I could just get South Dakota and South Dakota State.
I knew South Dakota State was the Jackrabbits. The one I can't keep straight are North Dakota State. North Dakota State is the Bison. I don't know what North Dakota was. I think they used to be the Sioux, but they're not anymore.
North Dakota
mascot. They're the Fighting Hawks, but they used to be the Fighting Sioux.
I would have missed that if Matt had that on there. I do know the North Dakota State Bison because I have the T-shirt.
Justin Gray says, I've heard mention of a master plan for Mississippi State athletics. Can we hear more about that? What's the biggest and most important move they want to make, in your opinion? You can see it. It's online. Is it not? It's still on hellstate.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go look at it.
They have the actual master plan. You can scroll through it and see
everything.
Yep.
The most important thing they need to do, I mean, I've said it before, I would have demolished the hump and started over, but I understand why they didn't do it.
I think at this point, you just have to live with it. And
you got to
make the best.
Get Davis Wade a little bit better. I don't think it's a huge thing. It's just getting the speakers they got the lights, get the speakers taken care of, and then figure out what you want to do in the north end zone.
Yeah, and make it more
the south end zone. I'm sorry.
Make it more fan friendly as far as like you want your amenities to be really nice. I would have more premium seating. And
Yes.
I would chair back the place.
Yeah.
Just make it a more
Get your Wi-Fi situation.
Yeah, make it a situation where people actually want to come to the game.
Right. Our buddy Steve Mormon says, I was a teenager in the 70s and had a Farrah Fawcett and Bo Derek posters on my wall. As teenagers in the 80s and 90s, which ones did you have? I was not allowed to have the ladies on my wall. I
didn't until I got to college.
I had a poster of Missy Hyatt up, and I got in trouble for that. So, so I had I had 3 big posters in my room, and one was Will Clark, one was Don Mattingly, and one was Michael Jordan.
I couldn't have. I didn't even try to put women up in my room and home.
No chance.
I had Kobe. I got a Kobe Bryant poster during his rookie year. Him going up for a dunk or something like that. When I went to college is when I really started postering up everything.
Yeah.
I had the Michael Jordan slam dunk contest picture where he basically jumped from the free throw line and dunked the ball. I had Guns N' Roses. They used to have poster sales at Union. That's where I had all my posters.
Oh, yeah. I told
I had a Paramore poster because I loved Haley Williams at the time.
Good band.
What else did I have back then? Obviously, like some Mississippi State stuff. I always had Mississippi State schedule posters up. And during the 2004 and 05 basketball season, I had every single game story from the Clarion Ledger during that time.
Oh, nice.
Cut out and posted on my door.
Yeah.
So my door was just plastered with every game story from that season. So I had that. For years I had that 8-0 poster from 1999 when State started 8-0. Was Dante Walker the guy on that poster? I
believe that's correct. Yeah.
I think it was Dante Walker. I had that poster, and then I had a cutout of when Mississippi State was #1 in baseball.
Okay.
In 2006. No. 5. I forget what year. 6.
Yeah.
06.
So in college, I had 3 posters in my room. I had the Rat Pack, I had Snoop Dogg, and I had Jenny McCarthy. And like not from Playboy, but like she wasn't wearing anything in the poster. You just couldn't see anything either. So
I wonder, is the Bo Derek poster he's talking about, is that her on the beach?
Yeah, it's got to be
with the cornrows.
Yeah, it's got to be.
The
Farrah Fawcett is iconic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, those are legendary posters. They had the posters at Walmart that I always would flick through.
Yeah.
They would like hang up and everything, and you can like push through them. And then they had the Union sale that I always went and bought posters.
If I had had a girl on the walls in high school, it would have been Elle McPherson and Kathy Ireland.
Mine would have been, Daniel Fisher, who is Topanga.
Topanga, yeah.
She would have been prominently featured in my room, and then Lizzie McGuire.
Okay,
I would have had a Lizzie.
What's
McGuire.
her name?
Hillary
Duff. Yeah.
Those were my top 2.
So you came in. You were a teenager.
Xenon.
Xenon.
Mm-hmm. The girl of the 21st. No, what was the name?
I don't know what that is.
It was a Disney Channel original movie.
Okay.
The Girl of the 21st Century is what it's called.
Okay, it's a Z, not an X. What's her name? Kirsten Storms.
I never knew her name. I just knew her as Xenon.
Oh.
I was obsessed with her, and I was obsessed with Topanga, and I was obsessed with Hillary Duff.
Okay. So you were a teenager. I was older at this point, but like when Maxim became a thing.
Oh yeah, no, I had
see all those girls. Yeah,
I actually had Maxim magazine. A subscription to it.
Yeah, we all did.
And then I found out that Topanga was actually in.
Oh yeah. So, all right, our buddy Nathan Kelly. Not a question.
You had to hide those magazines.
Well, yeah,
it wasn't quite.
I didn't.
It wasn't quite. All the way, but it was close enough.
Yeah.
And so my mom wouldn't have approved.
No, I get it.
Just like she didn't approve of me listening to Ozzy.
I got you. Nathan Kelly, again, not a question. Just wanted to get something off his chest here. After seeing Taylor carted off and thinking of the 2026 season, I felt like Sammy in The Wedding Singer in the bar scene saying, all I really want is someone to hold me and tell me everything is going to be all right while Love My Way plays in the back. I get it.
That's a classic.
I'll be honest with you. While I was doing the post-game show, I was having a Wedding Singer moment.
Which
Somebody kill me, please.
that was
pretty rough.
me the other night in the Steelers game too.
That question's coming up.
I think I'm already dead to Mississippi State athletics. That doesn't
that
bother
and the
me
Ole
as
Miss
much
thing.
anymore.
Just that was not.
That's all right. Let's talk about.
If they had lost to Georgia, it's
is
not as bad.
It is absolutely almost 100% because Ole Miss is good right now. That is where most of the frustration lies with State fans.
Yes.
I mean, there still would be frustration with the football program, but the fact that Ole Miss is really, really good right now is why this fan base is so distraught.
Yeah.
It is the root.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. Micah Schneider asks us, how Mississippi State is it that we have had two players carted off the field and both have come away with minor injuries?
I think it's just like one of those deals. Like
it's the opposite of Mississippi State.
Well, yeah, I mean that usually doesn't happen, but yeah, I mean it's very interesting. I talked to somebody the other day about it that has a good idea about how that stuff works, and he said like I think it's just kind of the adrenaline out there, like you feel like in the moment, like some of the players feel like it's over or something, and kind of their careers flashing before their eyes, and it just becomes a little more emotional than it should. And then when you step back and you kind of get away from it, and you're like, okay, well, it's not as bad. But that happens sometimes. Like you're on the field and it feels a lot worse than it actually is.
Great. Where are we here? Also, no sunglasses on the sideline for Loadhold until his line can block. I mean,
instead of no coffee, he gets no
sunglasses. We have a no coffee coming up. Jay in Baltimore, no question the Diamond Dogs are stacked in Omaha as an expectation. However, with our conference schedule, winning the SEC could be a real challenge. Will the Bulldogs end up the regular season on top of the SEC? Probably not. Just like you mentioned, the schedule's tough. And then you look at Arkansas' schedule, it's not good. They should win the SEC.
I'm really surprised that how bad that schedule is.
It's rough.
But yeah, they should.
It's bad in a good way, is what we're trying to say, by the way. It's like they have the easiest possible schedule. They play State, but they don't play, I believe I'm correct, they don't play Texas, LSU, they don't play Tennessee, and they don't play Vanderbilt.
Do they play Ole Miss?
I'll check.
Because that's I'm trying to think. There's a usual rivalry game that they're not playing.
It's LSU.
Is it LSU?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's State at home. State at home, at South Carolina, Florida at home, at Auburn, at Alabama, Georgia at home, at Missouri. They do have Ole Miss. They have Ole Miss at home, Oklahoma at home, at Kentucky. I mean, come on. They legitimately might go, what do you play, 30 games? They might go like 23-7, something like that.
Yeah, they should have a good year.
But then they'll go to the postseason and they'll blow it again. They always do. So.
And like a lot of times, those teams that roll through the SEC, they get to the postseason and just kind of like flop out.
Love this. That receiver from Texas who talked about like I had to leave, I didn't have a choice.
Livingstone,
Oklahoma.
Yep. He'll go for like 150 in that game.
He'll kill them in that game. I guarantee it. Yeah.
But basically, what they said is like they cut his NIL.
Yeah.
To make room for other people. And so he lost like some NIL or something, and that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Hold on one second. I had to say work-related text. Allow me to send it. Okay. One of our I'll just spill the tea here. If you were listening earlier and you're like, hey, he didn't do priority one. Officially, they had not they were not renewed, but I just learned they have renewed. So they'll be back tomorrow.
Very good.
As will somebody else later in the show.
Very good.
Do that later.
I don't understand people in my mentions.
Your mentions are an absolute sewage pile.
It really is. So I tweeted this yesterday 2 days ago about Kyle Ferry coming back. And in the tweet, I talk about He's about to break every record State has, probably for a kicker, very important returner, all
Yeah.
this. Maybe I'm missing the joke here. This guy goes, "Why do you hate him so much?"
It's about me. Remember on the show where I talked about him on Sports Talk? I think that's what that's about.
But why is he saying that to me?
Oh, because that guy's an idiot. I can't help you with that one. Let me see if I can find it here.
I don't understand where this stuff comes from. But
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't know.
do you have him muted?
No, I see it. I don't have him muted.
Maybe it's a joke. I missed the joke.
No.
I don't.
I get, like one of my buddy Russ. Every time in the group text he makes a field goal, like he'll tweet me. He's like, "Take that, hey dad."
Yeah, like you have some kind of
Like
rivalry.
because I said that Kyle Ferry is not on the same tier as Dak Prescott and
Yeah.
Dede Lewis and J.J. Johnson.
He's on the same tier as Brian Hazelwood and Scott Westerfield, though, and probably going to be
Mississippi State kicker.
ahead of
He
him.
will be the number one kicker in state school history by the time
We will
his
talk
career
about
is
him like we do Hazelwood and
over. Yeah,
Westerfield.
I agree. Let's do two more here before we go to the break here. Wake up people 24/7. I'm sure people love your takes.
Oh.
My theory is instead of spending so much on baseball, we should have taken a lot of that and put it in football. Well, that's an original. I've never heard that before. Much better potential ROI doing that. I mean, our national championship in baseball got us nothing on a brand recognition scale. Your opinion? My opinion is that it's separate money. That there are people.
State has set aside a certain percentage for revenue sharing, and it had nothing to do with baseball. They
Right.
didn't take any money from revenue sharing.
They didn't take money from football to give to baseball.
There are people that would rather go to baseball than they would football. And
Yeah.
actually, a lot of them do both. That happens at every school. There's people at Ole Miss that pay just baseball instead of football. There's a lot of people at Kentucky that give to just basketball.
Yeah.
It's what they want to do. Mississippi State has not lost any money giving it to baseball. That they still have the same amount of funds they were going to give to football. Actually, they're putting more funds into football than ever.
Yeah.
They just raised $80 million last year for athletics. I don't know what it's going to take to stop that narrative, but I wish it would stop. It's kind of like the same thing every single year now. If State doesn't have any success in recruiting, it's a money problem.
Mhm.
Like, no, it's not. They have the funds available. They have the ability to pay for this and that. They might not choose to do it in some cases, but baseball is not hindering Mississippi State football.
Yeah. One more here, and then we'll go to the break. Will Gunter says, what was more disgusting at the bowl game? Our offensive line or all the different shots of the fans squirting mayonnaise into their mouth for the whole world to see? That's a push.
It was down there. I didn't see it on TV, but it was down in front of me. I could see people squirting mayonnaise in their mouth, and I'm not a mayonnaise hater, but that would probably make me vomit.
Yeah, I would. No, absolutely not. All right, let's move into the rest of the show. That's brought to you by our friends over at Two Brothers Smoked Meats in the heart of the Cotton District, where we were not an hour ago. Delicious meal. We had a great lunch, and there were some Starkville celebrities in there, including our friend Cole Gordon, who we love to see. Who's, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, he's growing the hair out a little bit.
I like it.
Are we going to see the mullet come back? I hope so.
A lot of times, whenever you get married, like you've locked it down.
Yeah.
You don't have to really worry about
Once
it.
you win the race, you can take off the uniform.
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly.
let it flow, Cole. I did that. I got married.
Take it back.
I got married, and I did the same thing.
You did. You used to have some long hair.
I did. I did that like on 2 different occasions.
There you go. Well, Cole Gordon's hair aside, the meal was fantastic. Great times. Today was Taco Tuesday at Two Brothers. Tomorrow, or as you're listening, Wednesday, that's Wing Wednesday. Great discounts on tacos and wings in the middle of the week. And, of course, the older brother right next door, the home of the fancy sandwich. When you come to Starkville, come to the Cotton District and eat at Two Brothers Smoked Meats and the older brother. Great products, great service. Every business likes to promise it to you. They deliver it to you at Advantage Business Systems. They've been doing it for over 50 years.
Over 50, brother.
We're back.
We're doing it for another, what is this, like the 5th year?
I believe that's correct. So I think we started at 45 years. I believe that is correct. So
Very good.
when you need technology for your business, give Advantage Business Systems a call. And then if you need service, guess what? Same people, same number, same relationships. You know them. You don't have to deal with anything except making it easy on yourself. That's the difference between being a neighbor and being a number. 601-362-9192 or visit them online, absms.com. Find out how Advantage Business Systems will help your business do business. I don't know what happened there. Maroon & Co. is the place to go. Maroon & Company here in Starkville, the biggest and best selection of Mississippi State gear you're going to find in the city of Starkville and in the Golden Triangle. Everything maroon and white. Not just the clothes, but the stuff for your tailgate, for your car, for your house, everything Mississippi State, they've got it at Maroon & Co. Use our promo code Thunder15 to save 15% off regular price. That is in-store or online at maroonandco.com. Before your next trip to Starkville, make sure you go to Maroon & Co. Scruggs Farm, Lawn, and Garden in Saltillo is the place you want to find everything. What do you
Literally everything.
What do you do on the weekends? Are you a home repair person? They have an incredible selection of power tools from all the top brand names. Are you a cook on the weekends? They have a great grill section where you can find the top names in grills, both charcoal, pellet grills, gas grills, everything. Are you a outdoorsman for hunting and fishing? They have everything. And, of course, if you're just a person who spends your weekend obsessing over your yard, John Deere mowers at Scruggs Farm, Lawn, and Garden. 0% financing available, in some cases up to 60 or 70 months. Talk to their credit department and make it work for you. They have what you want for less at Scruggs Farm, Lawn, and Garden in Saltillo. All right, back into it here. JW, I see that we offered an offensive lineman from the SWAC with no Power 4 or even other SWAC offers. Are you concerned that we have an Ole Miss plant on our coaching staff at this point? Thought we learned our lesson about bringing in players everyone else passed on. If Bradley Soul was still here, I would be concerned about that.
I don't know who that is that they've offered.
Yeah, that has no other offers?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
It wasn't reported. I haven't seen it reported by us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Ford Polk, which rivalry trophy is the coolest? Keep in mind, Memphis and UAB play for a rack of ribs. That's on my. So earlier this summer, we did a top 5 on Sports Talk of the best rivalry trophies, and UAB made the Battle for the Bones made my list.
Battle for the Bones. That's
yeah,
an awesome name.
The trophy, if you look it up, it's a rack of ribs.
That's excellent.
I love that one. I love the old brass spittoon.
Yes.
I love Paul Bunyan's axe is probably my favorite. I love Paul Bunyan's axe.
One of my favorite things in NCAA as a kid was collecting as many trophies as I possibly could.
Yeah. I love Floyd of Rosedale. That's one of my favorites. And I love something about axes. I like the axe from Stanford Cal as well. But Paul Bunyan's axe is my favorite because if you didn't win it the year before and then you win it this year, you rush the other team's sidelines to go get the axe. Yeah. I love that.
Big Ten trophies are
the best ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SEC trophies.
Yeah. Old Oaken Bucket is a good one.
Yep.
They'll be like, why is that a trophy? But it is. Who all has access to the transfer portal? Only coaches and admins, or can us regular people access it? It's only university employees, but they tip off people.
Well, some others have access to it as
well.
Who?
Do you?
No, I do not.
Okay.
But there are people outside of the university that can see it.
Okay.
I don't know if they're supposed to, but
all right.
Yeah.
And then last one, you can read this or not, but I wanted to tell Hunter from last week's Rumblings that my wife and I golf together, and she's my favorite partner. Totally worth it. Well, there you go. Well, good. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I like that. John Clark Packer asked us, with the newest edition of A.J. Swan as the newest with the news, of the addition of A.J. Swan as the newest transfer quarterback, can y'all rank these former Bulldog transfer quarterbacks? Tommy Stevens, K.J. Costello, Mike Wright, Blake Shapen, Luke Kromenhawk. This is going to maybe hurt you a little bit, but Shapen's got to be number one, right? He has
out of that group.
Yeah,
probably so. I mean,
I'm going Shapen, Costello because he did have the record.
Yeah,
Stevens, Wright, and then Kromenhawk didn't do anything, so he's got to be last.
Yeah,
is that right? Is that good for you?
I think so.
All right, and then speaking of transfer quarterbacks, also from John, who do you think would have been the most successful had they not left? Keaton Thompson, Garrett Schrader, Sawyer Robertson, Chris Parson. I think. Well, okay. If Dan Mullen stays, the answer is Keaton Thompson. But Keaton Thompson was never going to do anything under. I don't think he was going to be a quarterback under Joe Moorhead.
No, and Garrett Schrader was not either.
Schrader was not going to be a quarterback under Mike Leach. Robertson under Lebby would have been good.
Robertson would have been really good.
So I'll probably go Robertson. Schrader probably could have figured it out a little bit. as the air raid guy. Sure, I'll go Robertson, Schrader, Thompson, Parson. All right.
Okay.
Kevin Wright, definitely want to get your thoughts on this. Was Man United right in sacking Ruben Amorim?
I don't know. It was a disgusting display. I don't know what that means.
That means they fired him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why can't we just be normal and say
That's what they say over there. They got the sack.
We're not over there.
But but we're talking about them.
We're not over there.
They got the sack. Enzo Maresca got the sack.
We're an American. If you don't like it, you can get out of our country.
All right.
If you don't like football for being football, you can get out of our country and go watch football.
All right.
How about that?
I hear you. Rank these songs based on
sacks when the quarterback gets sacked. It's 0-0.
He really is dialing up the Winston County here. Rank these songs based on karaoke entertainment. My Way, Friends in Low Places, Sweet Caroline, Wonderwall, Don't Stop Believing. Wonderwall is last. That's a terrible karaoke song.
I'm going to pretend that My Way is Limp Bizkit. That's number one. I have found this guy.
Check out my memory.
I found this guy on Instagram that's got into my algorithm. I think I don't want to stereotype or whatever. I think he's Latino, but he might actually be Samoan. I'm not sure. He's a large individual, but he gets up at these karaoke's and he does like Avenged Sevenfold, Kill Switch Engage, and kills it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. Well, definitely not. Wonderwall is dead last. My Way would be a hilarious song. But
My Way with
I think they mean the Sinatra one.
Yes.
Sweet Caroline's easily number one because that's crowd participation.
My Way is the go-to for Pat Patterson, the late Pat Patterson. That's what he always did at karaoke. That's right. My Way by Frank Sinatra.
So, yeah.
Friends in Low Places.
You and I could do karaoke, and I'm just over there. Check out my melody.
It's like the time it's like that time I'm walking down Broadway I think we were at the SEC basketball tournament. And Stefan and John and them were.
That was media days, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
In Nashville?
No, this was basketball tournament.
Okay.
They were at the basketball game or something, and I was like, I'm just gonna go down and listen to some music. So I was just walking by all the spots, and I think it was Nudies. I just hear like bow out, and I was like, wait a second. I walk in, they're playing break stuff.
Yeah,
by Limp Bizkit. It was three guys. I sat in there for 2 hours and just sat and watched.
You're locked in.
They were playing.
Is that the guy with the long hair?
No.
Okay, so
no, they didn't have long hair. They were tatted up and they were rough looking, but they were awesome.
Are you ready here? There we go. Dalton Lee.
Oh my Lord!
Came back from a family reunion in Hong Kong. And this is the worst vacation blues I've ever had. Going from slam streets to no one in my neighborhood was tough. How do you deal with post-travel blues? What's the worst case you can remember? Well, I've never been to Hong Kong. I'll tell you that.
Like a huge family picture in front of the city.
Yeah.
Across from this.
What I do when I come back from vacation is I always try to get back. I don't want to get back on Sunday and then back to work on Monday.
Yeah.
Give yourself a couple of days to reacclimate. That's all I know how to do.
Yeah, I don't like coming home and immediately going back to work.
You don't want to be in a situation where you're like, 24 hours ago I was here.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Willie Dizzle with a great question. With the recent political swing to end big pharma, should the next push be to end big fruit? The lie of an apple a day keeps a doctor away has been going on for far too long. It's a good point. They say that, but I know people eat apples all the time and they get sick.
Well, I would imagine that like fruit, like good organic, like fruit, not the kind of fruit that we have, like we're putting stuff in to make bigger.
Yeah.
It is good for you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if it's going to completely prevent you from getting any kind of sickness, but, it's still good for you, I guess. Apples and oranges and, oranges have vitamin C in them, good nutrients in these vegetables and fruits.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
All right. Rob Montgomery.
I don't think you can just eat pizza every day.
You can't.
and be in the same shape.
Well, there's all these people online now that are like, don't eat fruit, don't eat this. And a guy that I follow who I think is pretty grounded, he's like, no one has ever gotten fat from eating fruit.
No.
No one has ever been eating so much fruit that they were unhealthy.
No.
So.
I mean, like, there's some sugars in there and
yeah,
stuff.
but
like,
it's the good natural stuff.
If we were all I don't want to go too far down this wormhole here, but if we were all growing our own food, like our vegetables and fruits, and we were like doing what we were intended to do, which is like we kill our own food and we don't have to worry about the process of what's going on in these factories and stuff, we would be a much healthier society.
Right.
Especially in America where it's, nobody else is this fat.
Right.
Like no other country is this out of shape, fat, unhealthy than America. Right. And it's because of the food we eat.
Robbie.
After you and I just put down some tacos, pork rinds.
Hey, smoked wings.
Hey, pork rinds are healthy.
Wings are healthy. We talk about it all the time. It's chicken. So, Rob Montgomery, speaking of chicken. Yesterday, I was going through the drive-thru at Guthrie's Chicken, which is similar to Cane's. I know what Guthrie's is.
Yeah.
The lady asked what kind of sauce I want, and I say, all of them Cane sauces, please. She sternly responds, they don't have that, only Guthrie sauce. How forgivable or embarrassing was my slip up here? Did anyone ever mistakenly order something common at a different pizza place when you were at Papa John's? All the time. I got people all the time like, can I get a Supreme? Be like, you want the works?
Yeah.
I mean, that was your job. Can I get a meat lovers? Would you like all the meats? No, I want a meat lovers. Then guess what? I would tell people like, well, we don't have that. Like I after I've tried to correct you and you go the other way with me, like, well, we don't have that.
So we just got speaking of pizza, my mom just got my wife the pizza oven. Mm-hmm. It's like almost like an
outdoor
oven. No, it's just like a portable one, but it'll feel like a 12-inch.
Yeah,
and you can make your own pizzas and stuff. So we made our own pizza the other night.
Nice.
We're kind of figuring out how it works. Like Becky made out the dough, and we're kind of
can buy the dough at the grocery store.
Oh yeah, we want to do the
all the way. Okay,
from scratch.
All right, I've got a peel.
Very good. You got a peel?
Yeah.
Well, I think we have. I think we have all this. We have all that stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
We have the stone. We have
a stone to go on like the big green egg.
Yeah, but it's kind of like an egg. Like it's stone fits on it.
The dome.
Yeah, It's basically got two heating elements.
One's hot. Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, you cook it up to 800 degrees and it's done.
That's crazy.
5 minutes.
Yeah, done quick. Yeah, super quick. The big dog is the football strength staff not the best? Is full-time interns, etc. What? I feel like. He's asking, is our strength team not good? I mean, I would imagine they're just like everything else at Mississippi State in comparison with the SEC. They're average to below average.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know for sure.
I mean, there's a lot of guys coming off hurt. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's the strength and conditioning, if it's the players. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not good at breaking that stuff down.
John asks, why do NIL player agents look exactly how you think they would look? I met an NIL player agent when I was in Oxford a few weeks ago, and he was a totally normal-looking guy.
I know a couple, they're fine, and then there are some that are very schemy.
Yeah, but I think that's true about everything.
Yeah.
The Saul Man, if this is Brian Hadad becoming his parents, which that guy does not look like me, what would a Robbie Faulk becoming his parents commercial entail? He would be talking to everybody he knows in the restaurant, which he kind of does anyway.
Yeah, I'm growing into my father.
Yeah.
I feel obligated to say hello to people when
you don't give me a hug when you see me the way he does.
Hey, son,
I love seeing Big Daddy.
Yep.
With the return of Zach Arnett to MSU, does this make him and Levy the most formidable tag team in the SEC? Okay. If you're talking about your coach and your top coordinator in a fight, Arnett and Levy is pretty tough.
It's up there.
Pretty tough. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who I would take over them.
Jeff Levy is a nice guy.
Yeah.
Arnett looks like he could snap at any moment.
But Levy's also huge.
But Levy, I get the impression that Levy's one of those guys like, all right, I've had enough.
Yeah.
And like when he's had enough,
it's
not good.
It's not going to be good. Yeah, I agree with that. Jason Dice, on College Game Day, on New Year's Day, this was asked to the panel, so I'll ask it to you. What is your New Year's resolution for the NCAA if you were in charge?
Disband it.
Yeah,
Cut it down.
I mean, I would immediately start working towards making players into employees.
Yes, that's
That's the way it's got to go.
to me. I think that's the bottom line is that's what they're going to have to do.
There you go. Also from Jason, now I'll ask a question of something we all like. What would you like to see happen in WWE this year? Who would you like to see pushed? Who would you like to become champion?
I'm just kind of like zoned out on all this right now. Like I play wrestling in the background when I'm working, but it's been a long time since I've just sat down and watched.
See, I watched AEW.
I turn it on. Well, I turn it on and just let it play.
Yeah.
And just to get done with it.
Yeah. I watched
so much content.
I get it.
I've always loved CM Punk, so I think he should be pushed to have a great like final run here. I don't know how much longer he's going to be around, but like
AJ's about to be going out too.
I know. I hate.
And
I really wish they would have done more.
Back. I've heard those rumors.
I think so. If I had to guess, it would be at the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
He would come out for the Royal Rumble.
Cool.
He's too quiet right now.
Yeah.
And there's been too many rumblings behind the scenes.
They've got to start getting some younger guys pushed up though. Everybody's in their 40s right now.
I think Obafemi is probably going to be the next big star.
Love that guy.
He looks like $1 billion.
Yeah.
And he's actually is a good character.
Yeah.
He's going to be big time. I really like what's that dude's name? The guy that's the bouncy guy, the guy with the dreads that's in NXT. He's been kind of going back and forth.
I haven't seen him.
I knew his name before we mentioned Javon Evans.
Javon Evans.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Yeah. Carmelo Hayes is really good.
Carmelo Hayes is good, but they don't really know what to do with him right now.
Well,
Trick Williams is coming up.
There's a lot of those guys right now.
So NXT has a good group.
Yeah.
But I would love to see some of those guys. Obafemi, I think
they're ready for Kevin Owens to come back.
Yeah, they need Kevin Owens in there.
Mix. I mean, I know
he's a guy that he can cut you a great promo and he can make it real.
There's 3 guys right now that are out with injury, 1 in WWE and 2 in AEW that I want to get back, and that's Kevin Owens in WWE, and then in AEW, Jay White and Will Ospreay are both out. I want to get them back in. They were both at the Tanahashi retirement thing this past weekend.
Yeah, they need to get.
Did you watch any of that?
No, I'm like 2 weeks behind on everything.
Okay.
I'm catching up. But...
It was Tanahashi versus Okada was the final match of his career.
Oh, geez.
And that was a big show. And then all the guys from AEW who were in New Japan came over to Japan for the show.
Is that a New Japan show?
It's a New Japan show. And Ospreay was there. Omega was there.
Did you watch that?
No, I just saw the highlights.
Okay.
Ibushi, who, man, that guy is...
Kota Ibushi.
He might be in 2 years getting back in the ring after what happened to him. Did you see that, his injury?
No, but he's gotten injured before badly.
He was wrestling Josh Alexander, and like basically there was a little bit of a botch. He fell off the top rope, off the turnbuckle, and I mean, he snapped his leg bad.
Oh.
Bad. Like they straight up had to end the match. Like he couldn't even get back in the ring.
That's what happened to was it Penta that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So all right, getting back into it here. Working for the weekend, we were gifted an extra game last year, which turned out to not be a good gift. But we were denied one final Coffee is for Closers. One more for old time's sake? Sure. Let's talk about something important.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
All right, Coffee is for Closers is brought to you by Strange Brew Coffee House, strangebrewcoffeehouse.com. Phil Loadhold, no coffee for Phil Loadhold. All right, you take your little
coffee until we figure it out.
Yeah, you got a lot you got to figure out. So no coffee for him. In the SEC, Alabama won a playoff game and then they got murdered by Indiana. So I don't think it's them. I think I want to go Texas A&M. They just got handled at home by Miami, but Miami's really good. Do I go Missouri? They got handled by Virginia.
Yeah,
but Pribula was out. I'm gonna go Texas A&M.
I just don't look at like bowl games the same way as we used to.
No, I don't.
I just don't think they matter as much.
Nationally, it's got to be Michigan. Since we've done this, Sharon Moore stuff happened after the last game with the Coffee for Closers. So Michigan gets no coffee, man. They, what a train wreck. But then they end up falling bass backwards into Kyle Whittingham. So maybe they do get
forward
coffee.
in that.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. Also from working for the weekend, what do you do when you get behind someone in the store that is going awkwardly slow but in the middle of the aisle? Do you attempt to pass or do you just wait it out? I am big about, as I'm turning into an aisle, I will look and see who's in the aisle. And if I see like an old person that's going real fast, I'll just go to the next aisle over.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
If I need that, something that's on that aisle, I'll just come back.
Yeah.
So
it's better to do that than just go stand awkwardly and also those people, a lot of them are just not aware of their surroundings or they can't physically do it. So I don't want to put the pressure on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brad Baxter, Robbie, can you talk us through your range of emotions during the fourth quarter of the Ravens-Steelers game? All around me are familiar.
Okay, so first of all, I start the game and my expectations are
zero expectation.
I think I made that clear. Like I've seen this movie before with the Steelers.
You were adamant that they were not going to
They do not win big games under Mike Tomlin. Haven't for 20 years. When we get to this stage, if something's on the line, we always seem to lose. And the fact that we lost to Cleveland when you had an opportunity to just go ahead and end it, that to me, I've watched enough Mississippi State and Steelers football. I know what's on the way. Right. So I just assumed, that the Ravens started like 1-5 or something. Like they were awful. Mm-hmm. They were like 3 games back from us, and then they're just like slowly catching up. And I'm just thinking, great, Ravens are going to win the division, and we're going to miss the playoffs. So my expectations for this game were extremely low.
Right.
And then I saw that the offense couldn't pick up 10 yards on the first 3 possessions. I just was like, you know what? This year, I've said it. I said it the other day. The negativity stuff, I'm trying to push it out of my life. If something is trending towards negative for me, I'm just going to ignore it and go to something else. So me and my wife are slowly watching the final season of Stranger Things. We're watching 1 episode a night.
Right.
And somehow we've basically gotten away from all the spoilers. So we were like on episode 5 or something. Mm-hmm. And she was kind of disappointed because I was like, we can't watch this until after the game. Well, after the first half, when they ended it the way they did, I turned it off. I turned the game off. Mm-hmm. And we turned on Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. About 10 minutes into Stranger Things, I pulled it up on my phone.
Yeah, you just couldn't resist.
I had it sit by me while Stranger Things is going on. I didn't miss a snap.
Yeah.
So I watched a little bit of that. We finished Stranger Things, and I cut it on the TV, and there was like 8 minutes left, I think, and it just kept going back and forth. So, they throw the big touchdown pass with the screw up in coverage. Right. And I lost my mind on that. Uh-huh. But we went down and scored. And then we gave it up again. We had wide open. Zay Flowers, the best receiver on the field, on 2 straight possessions, was somehow snuck behind the defense wide open.
Crazy.
I'm losing my mind. Losing it. Because we're in position to get a sack. We can't do it. Whatever. So then, I'm losing my mind on our last offensive possession because Aaron Rodgers blew 2 timeouts because he can't get the calls in.
Right.
It's unfolding the exact opposite of how I need it to unfold.
Right.
I fully invested in this game at this point. We scored with 55 seconds left, and I told myself,
too much time.
They had 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
We can't get off the field defensively. Lamar Jackson's going to go win the game.
Right.
So 4th and 7.
Especially when they missed the extra point, I was like, all he needs is a field goal. They're in trouble.
Yeah, when we missed the extra point, I think I texted our group, and I was like, we're going to lose. Ball game. So on 4th and 7, before the play starts, my wife comes into the room. She's just put our child to bed. And for whatever reason, felt like this was a good time to come stand in front of me while I'm standing in front of the TV, give me a hug, and tell me good night. Can you wait just a couple minutes, let this thing finish? In the middle of the play, I'm just like, don't touch me, please. And on that play, we almost get a sack. I see T.J. Watt coming after Lamar Jackson, and he just lobs it up there. And the dude catches it. My wife's standing behind me, watching the play. Uh-huh. I collapsed. I literally fell to the ground into the couch.
Oh, man. I can't wait to get back to the NFL when the Saints are better.
She did not say a word. She just left the room. Mm-hmm. And so I sat there with my face in the couch cushion until I heard Mike Tirico saying that they're attempting a field goal. So I was like, I better watch to see the final blow here. We're gonna see Ned Stark's head cut off. So I sat in the chair.
Spoiler.
I sat in the chair. I watched the ball go up, and my emotion went from death to life.
Yeah.
And I ran into our bedroom,
Uh-huh.
and Becky was like, fixing the bed, about to get in bed. She had no idea that I was standing at the door.
Uh-huh.
I opened the door. I was like, "We won!" And she was like, "My God, what happened? What? You scared the crap out of me." I was like, "I just wanted to let you know that I'm still alive."
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I was about to go jump off a bridge.
Oh, God.
So yeah, that was my emotion.
There you go. Ryan Nelson asks us, on a scale of 1 to
50.
how insane is it that Zach Arnett may be the one that saves Jeff Lebby's job? That is, it is kind of funny.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking about this. Like, what is this team? I mean, I know that they have to have offensive line help. They have to be significantly better on the offensive line.
Uh-huh.
But what does this team look like next year if this defense is vastly different and better? I think it just takes a lot of pressure off of you. But yeah, you have to fix the offensive line. But it would be pretty funny if Zach Arnett is the guy to do it, to kind of
It would be.
take Jeff Lebby into year 4.
After the Camario serious injury scare, do you think MSU will turn down 5-7 and even 6-6 bowl games going forward? No.
I don't think so.
No.
That hadn't really been State's MO. Like, they usually take those opportunities.
Yeah, you got to do that. John Samuel Daly asks, is Mobility the best name in the portal? That's a good one.
It's up there.
It's way up there. The Mangum Cafe asks, did your family have vehicles with falling fabric headliners when you were a kid? Absolutely. My dad had to break out the staple gun on one of them. Just stapled them back up into the roof.
We had a Buick like that. And, of course, when you're a kid, when the little bit of it peels, you start pulling it.
Yeah.
And so mine was getting pulled. I was pulling it in the back seat. I'm surprised my dad didn't knock my head off, but he wasn't that kind of guy.
Yeah. Would you have pulled KT after the head injury? I mean, I would trust my doctor, my staff. If my doctors are saying he's fine, then I'll put him back in.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, he's not coming out of the game.
Yeah, he's not going to take himself out.
You know?
Can you bear to watch the game Thursday? I don't know if you're aware this isn't my only job. I do host a 3-hour-a-day radio show here in the state of Mississippi. I don't think I can just show up on Friday and be like, no, I didn't watch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will have to watch that game in its entirety, the same way I did with the Sugar Bowl. Robbie can get away with it, but my guess is he's going to.
I'll be at women's basketball.
Oh, there you go. Lucky you. Jacob asks, if State is able to have a top 5 offensive line in the SEC, hypothetically, next year, what is the ceiling for the team? Playoff contender?
Yeah. It really is that.
Yeah.
I mean, if your offensive line is that good.
With Camario, Fluff, and the receivers, and what you think you're going to be defensively with Arnett, yeah, playoff contender.
I don't expect it. But
Not me either. Do you think the baseball team will beat the all-time attendance record this year? I'll say this. If they are as good as we think they're going to be, when they play LSU on Super Bowl weekend, that could very easily be like number 1 versus number 2.
Yeah.
You could have 17,000.
That's going to be nuts.
Yeah. Last one. Foster Dovis asks us.
It's Davis.
Well, it says Dovis.
Well,
It also says Forrest. Is it Forrest Davis or Foster Dovis?
What are you doing?
After witnessing the atrocities at the Mayo Bowl, what would your response have been if any of the Mayo and Maniacs had approached you with mayonnaise in hand? Squirt bottle, jar with a spoon, or with a straw? I would have been like, get the blank away from me with the devil's pomade. I don't want any mayonnaise. It's gross and disgusting.
I probably would have, if I had to, if they held a gun to my head, I probably would have just got the spoon, I think. Was that an option?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's rough, man. People were gladly taking it, though. They were throwing the bottles up into the crowd.
Have fun with that. All right, tomorrow's show.
By the way, I don't know if it was seen on TV. I would like to know, if you're a listener out there and you were a part of this, I would like to know what was happening on the home side in like the first 4 rows. Mm-hmm. There was a Wake Forest group in the middle of just a bunch of State fans.
Yeah.
They
were a brawl?
It was close.
Oh, wow.
They were talking a lot of trash. The Wake Forest people were, I guess, and the people in front of them were turning around, yelling at him, and eventually the cops came down there and got the Wake Forest guys.
Let us know.
About 15 minutes later, they came down there and got State people, too. And I want to know first
Yeah.
of all, like there was some people wearing jerseys. I want to know if that was someone's parents. Just curious.
Let us know.
And also, like, what happened there. So if you were in that group,
let us know.
Tweet at me.
All right, tomorrow's show we'll hopefully have some more portal news to talk about, maybe some coaching news to talk about, and also we'll talk some baseball on tomorrow's show from the SEC Network. Former Tennessee All-American Chris Burke will join the podcast to talk a little SEC baseball. Do that tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday. Back with you on Wednesday. For Robbie Faulk, I'm Brian Hadad. Thanks for listening to Thunder and Lightning here on SuperTalk, Mississippi.